Hello everyone, this is Sai Sri and welcome to my channel. In this video, I will tell you how to answer the question, a very important question for work, energy and power from first year intermediate physics. This question came in many years for both Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Let us see it. They will ask the question as state and prove law of conservation of energy in case of a freely falling body. Freely falling body is nothing but when we drop a body from certain height, then we call that body as freely falling body. First of all, we have to define what is law of conservation of energy. So here it is, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be changed from one form to the other form. So here the energy cannot escape to anywhere. It changes from one form to the other form. This is the definition. Up to here it is enough. If you want to get more marks, then you can also write the total mechanical energy of the system remains constant. So the energy cannot escape. It remains there only, but it changes from one form to the other form. Verification or proof. For this, consider a body of mass m dropped from a height h above the ground. So it is at height h. So it has some potential energy. If the body is in motion, then it will have the kinetic energy. Or when it changes its position or when it is at height, then it possesses potential energy. So here we taken the body of mass m which is dropped from height h. When the body freely falls, its PE, potential energy, PE is nothing but potential energy, is converted into kinetic energy. And the total energy of the body is the sum of potential energy and kinetic energy. Let us consider a body is dropped. It is at initial stage, at intermediate stage and at ground when it reaches the ground. So at initial velocity is equal to 0. When it comes to intermediate position, let the height be x, and at B let the height be h minus x because the total height is h. At point A, at initial stage, now the body is at height h, then u is equal to 0. So the initial velocity is 0 for a freely falling body and the height is h. We know the potential energy formula is mgh. Here h is h. So potential energy is equal to mgh. Kinetic energy is equal to of mv square. Here v or the u is equal to 0. So kinetic energy will become 0. Total energy is nothing but the sum of potential and kinetic energy. So mgh plus 0 is equal to total energy at A is equal to mgh. Now the body is at intermediate stage, that is B. Here also the initial velocity is 0 and v is equal to vb and the height is h minus x because it travels the distance of x, and s is equal to x, a is equal to z. The potential energy ME is equal to mgh, mg. Here h is h minus x. So mgh minus mgx. And the kinetic energy K is equal to of mv square. Of mv square. Of m at B square. We know v square minus u square is equal to 2as. So from this, here we know that the initial velocity is 0. So I am substituting 0. We have substituted that a is equal to z. So z and s equal to x. So in the place of s I am substituting x. So vb square is equal to the velocity at point B is equal to 2gx. So in the place of vb square I am substituting 2gx into m. Here 2 get cancelled. So the kinetic energy is mgx. Total energy is nothing but potential energy plus kinetic energy. We got the potential energy is mgh minus mgx. Mgh minus mgx plus the kinetic energy is mgx. Mgx plus mgx and minus mgx both will cancel. The total energy at B is equal to mgh. Now at point C. Now the body is on the ground. So we don't have any height. So height becomes 0. Let s equal to h and A acceleration be the g. the potential energy is equal to mgh. As the h is 0, so the potential energy will become 0. The kinetic energy of mv square, of into m into v square, here also like point B we have to do. Velocity at c minus, we know that u is equal to 0 is equal to, and a is equal to g, and in the place of v as h. So velocity at point C is equal to 2gh. In the place of v square, I am substituting 2gh. So of m, 2gh. 2 cancel. So kinetic energy is mgh. So the total energy at point C is equal to mgh. So from this we can tell total energy at A is equal to total energy at B is equal to total energy at C.